Hello, hello. I welcome thee into the inner sanctum, that is where I reside, my consciousness, my floating thoughts, ambitions, inhibitions. I don't know what that word means. My struggles, my character defects. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry. This is my second video, and for this grandeur occasion, I wanted to talk about a show I finished last night, I believe, or like very early in the morning, one of the two. Um, Mandalorian season two. I mean, I already finished season one, but season two was really great in my opinion. I really, really liked it, and I want to get to why I liked it. There's really just really one major reason that like bumped the show up for me so high to the point where it's like I'm still like running on the season finale's high. But there's something I have to preface, and there's something that I need to get out of my system. Even though I don't hate it, but I need to preface it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that what it is I want to speak of is Moff Gideon. I want to start this video by talking about Moff Gideon and his ambitions and his goals, because I thought I kind of knew what his character was, and then by the end of season 2 I was a little bit confused, not gonna lie. I was a little I felt as though I misjudged him, maybe. I'm not sure. But what it is that I'm having trouble understanding was really his whole plan with capturing Grogu. His plan was to get his blood. He wanted some of his blood. I just need his blood. That's what he said. Okay, cool. But what were you doing floating in the middle of fucking outer space, chilling, when the Mandalorian and Bo-Katan is after your ass? What were you thinking? So this guy had the audacity. He stole Grogu. He knew people were after his black saber, or his dark saber, excuse me. And he's chilling in the abyss, more commonly known as outer space. If it were me, and I'm just saying, if I was Moff Gideon, yeah, I get Grogu's blood. Yeah, I steal the dark saber. But then I head over to headquarters. I'm not just chilling by myself. And I think the reason why is because, this is why I say I might have misjudged his character, because he seemed a little cocky. He put a lot of chips into, the dark troopers. He thought that they could solve all his problems, apparently. I don't know. But yeah, it seemed like he put too many chips in the dark troopers, whereas I would think that he have like more like a plan B, plan C, plan D, E, F, G, H, Y, J, what? But yeah, so that confused me, because if the dark troopers go awry or they don't work out, you're done. Because that's another thing, is he fought Mandalorian. Mandalorian beats him, obviously. Takes his dark saber, takes the kid, takes Moff, and he trudges, back to the head of the ship where everyone's chilling. Bo-Katan, Boba, everyone's there, or like all like the people that can fight. And they're chilling there. Too bad Bill Burr wasn't there, honestly, now I think of it, because I quite liked his character. That's another thing I gotta talk about, Bill Burr. But yeah, so he's there, and Bo-Katan's like, "Oh, what do you have in your hand?" I was like, "Oh, it's Grogu." He's like, "No, your other one." And she's like, "No, your other one." He's like, "Oh, the dark saber. Here you go." And she's like, and Moff Gideon, he's on the floor, crippled. And he's like, "Oh, but she can't take it." And he's like, "Okay, why?" "Well, she has to win it in a duel, in combat." And he's like, "Okay, I yield. Here you go." And then it's like, "Oh, she can't do it. Her values, yada yada yada," which, whatever. But so even if his goal was to like put a wedge in their dynamic, my boy, you're still surrounded by people stronger than you. Even if they were to fight, you're still through. Like, you're done. You're gonna go to the galactic prison of wherever the fuck, and you're through. Your life's over. So why? And the answer is because he had so much trust in his dark troopers, which, whatever. I get it. I guess not really, because that's like what I was saying is, you think he'd have a plan B, plan C, D, whatever. So that was a little like, okay. But then we get the highlight of the series, which is Luke Skywalker. He comes in, and one of them. And so Moff Gideon, this is why I like it so much. He's been hyping up the Dark Trooper so much, and we saw what one could do against the Mandalorian. Almost beat him. And Luke Skywalker, he flies in his X-wing, and the one of them, I forgot who goes. It's just one guy. Like what? Yeah, big help. Thank you. And as Luke Skywalker, he pulls out his lightsaber and he defeats all of them with ease. Like with ease. And he cripples them with his force. And I was riveting. I was literally like, I'm not gonna lie, I orgasmed a little bit. I'm not even gonna front. Like I did. I was riveting. My butthole was shaking so hard. Dude, it felt as though I had been somehow taken advantage of through the screen. I wish you could see what I was doing with my hands. Like I was being taken advantage of, but it was all right. Like it was all cool. So that was an amazing feeling. I'm still on that, honestly, even today. Cause Luke Skywalker, he's my favorite character, one of my favorite fictional characters of all time, and definitely my favorite Star Wars character of all time. And seeing him back and acknowledged in a series other than the original three, New Hope, Empire, Return, and then other than the newest three, seeing him acknowledged in a series, a part of like something, even if it was for a short while, it felt so amazing. That alone felt so amazing. He didn't even have to fight, honestly, and it would just been so amazing to see him. So, I mean, that hit different, to say the least. And then, lastly, I want to talk about Bill Burr. Forgot his character's name. Really liked him, though. Really liked him. Enjoyed him a lot. He brought a certain air about himself that I really enjoyed, and I think it translated well into his character. But I want to say is that, so they go on this trip to like receive Moff Gideon's coordinates. That's how they figured out where he was. Like I was saying earlier, if I'm Moff Gideon, I'm at headquarters. So if you want to come get the kid, you want to come beat me up, yeah, you gotta take on all of us. But whatever. And yeah. So Bill Burr and the Mandalorian, they destroy pretty much this whole place. Bill Burr specifically, he shoots at like this highly combustible substance, and the entire place just goes up in flames, whatever. And then, so basically he was in prison before, and they needed him for this operation. And so, at the end of it, the Mando is pretty much like, you're free to go. Or the Mando's friend, that one girl, why can't I remember her name? I need to figure that out right now. Shoot. What was her freaking name? I feel so disrespectful right now. Mandalorian cast. Thank you. Cara Dune. Yep, Cara Dune. So she lets him go. He's like, you're free to go, dude. I mean, you're a big help, and honestly, you're not that bad of a guy. And he's like, okay. They take the ship, they leave. He's in a jungle planet. I don't know how many miles away from salvation and civilization. And he just maybe there was a Arby's right around the corner, but from what I saw, it was just jungle. He had no food, no water, maybe a blaster. I don't know. But I just thought it was funny. He was like, okay, bye. He's like in the middle of a jungle. But, whatever. Yeah, I really liked that, though. I really liked The Mandalorian Season 2, seeing Ahsoka. Oh, my God, that was awesome. The Mandalorian Season 2, it's pushed me to start watching the Clone Wars, the animated series, because I have watched a good bit of it, but I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to see the whole thing through, And then I'm gonna watch Rebels, hopefully. Even though I've also actually, surprisingly, I've seen a lot of Rebels. Maybe even more so than I have the Clone Wars, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm gonna rewatch those two series, and just dwell in a cesspool of Star Wars lore, because now I'm like re-interested in all that shiz. And there were some name drops in season 2, like Thrawn. And I know a little bit about him, not a lot to speak, not enough to like speak on, but I know he's smart as hell, and I'm excited for him. And I really don't. Season 3, I'm very excited for, and Boba Fett's getting a spin-off show, which is cool. Seeing him storm the palace, and well, it was like the dude, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, the dude who was running the palace was the guy Luke had used his Jedi mind tricks on. Now that he's fat, do you think that the Jedi mind tricks would work on him? Because they didn't work on Jabba the Hutt. His mind was too strong. But that one dude, he was quick to get mind raped, I guess. But anyways, yeah, very excited for season 3. This is my second YouTube video. Or really just commentary video. I had a blast watching season 2. I really liked it. I want to know more about Star Wars, because that's the thing. Like, have you ever seen the movie Dr. Zhivago? It's really good. Like, emotionally, I understand it very well, and I understand like where characters are coming from, but not completely, because it's set in like war era where there's like a revolution, and it's like in Russia, and I just don't understand the lore of what they're fighting for in that war. And there's like all like, it's a different vernacular at different times, so like they're using weird words and stuff. So it's like I'm grasping like the emotional side of it, but it's not as potent as it could be had I understood all of the history behind it. And I kind of feel the same with Star Wars, not at the same level as I did with watching Dr. Zhivago, but watching The Mandalorian season 2 was like, oh, maybe if I knew more about the universe in general, I could probably, like understand, or maybe have a deeper connection with the characters on screen. So yeah, I'm gonna try to learn more about the lore. I want to learn more about Thrawn after hearing his name dropped, because I'm assuming he would be in season 3, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, that's probably the end of this video. Have a nice one. Have a nice day. Stay healthy, all that good stuff. And yeah, bye.